Hello, everyone, and this is the Anime Normies podcast. I'm your host, Anthony,
And I'm Anna.
and in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Hashira training arc, season 4 of Demon Slayer, our thoughts and our reviews, and everything else about Demon Slayer. But before then, a little update. We've been watching other anime besides Demon Slayer. We've picked up Hajime no Ippo,
Yeah. Rising Impact.
Rising Impact, 2 sports animes, which was unintentional. You know, I suggested Hajime no Ippo because it's been on my list for the longest time, and I heard it was one of the best sport animes. And so far, we love it. It's really good. It's a story about a high school kid who gets into boxing, and he's kind of a natural. And he's got like like farmer strength because he has been helping his mom run the boating fishing business. And so that strength kind of helps him have this really good start with his boxing career. I love it so far.
I love it. I don't know why, but I thought it was like a new anime. And then we started watching it, and it's
like
very old.
Very old. The animation style and the quality is very, very 90s, which I like. I like that kind of style of anime. And some of the jokes, too, are a bit unhinged and totally like not PC.
It is, yeah, it's like borderline super inappropriate
Yeah.
sometimes. A lot of sex jokes.
Yeah.
There is some like hints to nudity in the show.
Yeah.
And he's only 16, so
Yeah.
take that with what you may.
Right. And we're like 13 episodes in. I don't want to give away too much, but he's definitely had a couple fights by now. He's got a good training camp, some characters that are pretty funny, kind of like, a little bit of that toxic masculinity that you see associated with like tough guys who like to fight. But it's good. I really like it.
There's an American boxer in it, and
we love him.
So nice, which I
nice.
thought was they really make a good nod to America, which I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be some podunk hillbilly. I mean,
it sort of is.
He's
The
not
American characters. He's not. Yeah.
He's not a podunk hillbilly. He's like the only nice boxer in the whole show.
Yeah.
So I'm
far.
like, nice, USA.
Yeah. So, it's good. I'm sure at some point once we get close to finishing it, we can give you our final thoughts. But right now, I'm really enjoying it. And so the other anime we've been watching is Rising Impact, which is a Netflix original, and it came out a couple weeks ago. And it's about this really young kid, maybe 10 years old, who learns about the game of golf and becomes in love with it. And of course, he has to be a natural, but it's kind of funny to see how you can pretty much make an anime about anything. And as most people think golf is a boring sport, they'll still make an anime about it.
No, I love it. Like, people always say that golf is like the most boring sport, but then they make this anime and I am so obsessed with it.
It's good.
It's so good. They make golf like literally so cool.
It's I had very low expectations for the show, but we finished the season. There's only like 12 episodes and we loved it.
Blasted through it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm obsessed.
Easy watch, lighthearted. Yeah.
I just love that he's really young, like elementary school young. And the people that he's playing against are like middle school, high school people.
And they've been playing for years already.
Yeah, they've been playing their whole lives. Yeah. And he's like, I just started golf like a few months ago.
And a little bit more context, like I recently have started playing golf more seriously. And so this show came out like right at that time. So it's just like, how can I not watch this show? Since it's like, right up my alley now. Had I not picked up golf, I don't think we would have watched it.
No, I think I would have watched that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I like Netflix original anime. They're usually pretty good. But the reason why I really love this is because anime is so dramatic, and these are like kids playing golf, like middle school, high school kids playing golf, and they play like pro level compared to our standards. Like, they're hitting like 300 plus yard drives, which in the pros they sometimes don't even be doing that.
If you don't know anything about golf, 300 yards is insane. I think most people maybe a little bit over 200, 220. Average golfer can probably get 230. but the pros can get 300. So if you got these high school kids who haven't been fully developed and they're just bombing it like it's nothing, it just makes you feel like you should just give up playing golf.
It's just so fun. I just love it. I just love that anime is always so dramatic. Like that's like this 10-year-old boy just hit a 400-yard drive. Like what? No, he didn't.
Now that I picked up golf, I've been trying to keep track of how far I can hit my driver, and I think the furthest I can get is like maybe 230, 250. I got maybe twice, but in this anime, that's nothing.
No, it's nothing.
That's nothing.
That they also get like putts from like 50 yards.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I mean, I just like that. I like how they make sports like even more elevated. Like even in Hajime no Ippo, most of these fights are ending in like knockouts, which like in real boxing, like you really, I mean,
probably not.
There are knockouts sometimes, but like, that's not like every fight is a knockout fight.
So really, really good shows there. Are we watching anything else? Oh, we're watching like normal shows too.
Yeah. We started watching Watchmen, the TV show, not the movie.
Yeah.
Love it. I really like it. It's so weird. Like, I don't know. It's just like weird.
It's good.
Because it's like in a different reality, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. And they don't explain everything in the beginning of the show. It's like you get little bits and pieces of information that like don't make sense at all.
There's a lot of lore, and I've never read the graphic novel, and I watched the actual movie like years ago, and I hardly remember it. But there's a lot of lore that you kind of have to just, I don't know.
I mean,
look up yourself.
Personally, I'm more of a Marvel girly, so I actually don't know like anything about DC, and I really don't follow a lot of DC stuff, so I didn't know any of the backstory.
Like, she doesn't know who Dr. Manhattan is.
You really gotta play catch up when you watch it for the first time, and if you didn't watch the movie either. So, but it's like we're coming to the end of the series, and it's like coming together and making sense, and I like it because it's like, oh my gosh, like this ties into like this from the first episode, and there's like a lot of symbolism, and there's like these aha moments, and I'm a big old fan.
And there's connections to the actual movie too.
And I'm also continuing to watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah.
We are in the middle of the Dark Tournament arc.
First round.
Still the first round, and like the demons are like crazy.
I think Hiei just fought and won.
Yeah, he used some crazy shit and like blew up like this guy, like incinerated him.
It's like he sacrificed his arm too.
And and then at the end of the fight, Kurama's like, yeah, you'll never be able to use that arm again. I'm like, what? That was a really big sacrifice. Yeah. What do you mean? This is like the beginning of the show. But I love the Dark Tournament arc because it's so funny how many people in the audience get absolutely messed up.
Get destroyed.
I'm like, who would want to be a spectator at this thing? They'd be like incinerating like people in the audience, and like the audience just like catches strays all the time.
And it's just they haven't even finished the first round, and yet I'm pretty sure at least 50 people have like blown up.
Hiei almost blew up like the entire island with like everyone on it. So
yeah, he did.
And now this drunk strong guy is up next, and we're about to see Yusuke fight for the first time since his like hardcore training. So, and
he just woke up from a deep sleep. He's been sleeping for like 10 episodes.
So I'm excited to see like what kind of new crazy shit he's gonna pull out. Yeah. What is just so crazy to me is that these people are like fighting death matches. Like these people are very strong, and like Hiei like lost an arm, and this is like the first round. Yeah. And there's 50 more episodes of the Dark Tournament arc. Like, I don't know.
What else is there?
How do they get stronger?
Yeah. McDonald's did it again, by the way. They did another anime thing, except it was a collaboration with Jujutsu Kaisen. They had a special garlic sauce. Yes. And they like ran out.
They sold out exponentially.
I've never tried it. I love garlic. I love the flavor of garlic, and I love JJK, and I'm just never going to have that opportunity again. I bet it was better than the other anime sauce that they came up with.
I bet it did. They sold out immediately. We went to McDonald's, and they had a big sign already up that's like sold out.
Special sauce.
Don't even ask.
Yeah. So really bummed about that.
Dude, I like ordered 2 at McDonald's and didn't even ask for it. And at the end of my order, the lady was like, yeah, we're out of the garlic sauce. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like, way to rub it in.
Yeah.
Like, I was aware. I didn't ask.
Yeah, but I don't know. One of these days, maybe they'll continue to do these anime collaborations.
Anime is so mainstream.
It is.
Two
It is and it
anime
isn't still.
collabs at McDonald's,
Yeah.
like the most popular fast food restaurant in the whole world.
It is, I think. Yeah.
No, that it period.
Yeah,
Period. It
period
is.
it is,
Like,
yeah.
not up for debate. And then Megan Thee Stallion came out with her Otaku Hot Girl.
Oh my gosh.
I'm obsessed. That song is my theme song.
So even if you're not into rap or Megan Thee Stallion, her Otaku Hot Girl song actually makes legitimate references to Naruto and Jujutsu Kaisen, and the references that only anime fans would know, or people who have actually watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, there's a line in there that says, "Can't touch me like Gojo," which is hilarious because you can't touch Gojo because that's part of his curse technique. Like, that's...
They got the Yuji Itadori voice actor to say the line that he says in the show, but replace Jennifer Lawrence with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
What?
That was cool.
Get out of here, girl.
Cool. Yeah, so shout out Megan Thee Stallion for, really embracing her weebness, I guess. Because, I kind of doubted her as an anime fan because I don't know if she was just saying that for clout or whatever, but turns out she's a real fan.
I did not doubt her.
I saw a video of someone cosplaying as a JoJo Bizarre Adventure character. We haven't seen JoJo, so I don't know who the character was. I think it was Dio or something.
Okay.
But yeah, she was out in the crowd at a Megan Thee Stallion concert, and Megan Thee Stallion pointed her out and was like, "Hey, you're a JoJo's character," and it was kind of cool how even the fans are kind of embracing the weebness of her.
Megan Thee Stallion stay cosplaying. She's done a lot of cosplays. My girl, she is a real anime fan.
She is.
There's some of these celebrities that I'm like, I don't know.
Dude, Michael B. Jordan can't even pronounce Naruto correctly.
I saw
and he
that
claims that he's a Naruto fan. That's a lie.
That one video of him saying and he said my favorite anime is Naruto. What? How is it your favorite anime? There's 500 episodes of them saying Naruto, and you didn't catch that?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? If you can't pronounce the show's name, then you're not a fan.
Yeah, that's
you're a fake fan. Fake news.
Yeah, but I love Michael B. Jordan. I think he's a great actor. But yeah, I don't think he's legit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying it.
All right. Well, now the meat of the episode, Demon Slayer Season 4 Hashira Training Arc.
Moving on to the main event.
So, what do you think? What are your initial thoughts just right off the bat?
My initial thoughts are, it starts off like pretty lighthearted, and I've seen like memes about this too, where it's like the beginning of like the first half of the season is like, la la la, rainbows, we're training, yay. And then like ends batshit crazy, balls to the wall, like jaw on the floor insane. Just a fair warning, we will be talking about spoilers of the show, so if you don't want to hear that, you can just skip ahead.
But I agree with you. I mean, I actually think like 90% of it was pretty lighthearted. It was like a lot of goofiness and a lot of funny animated faces, like, if you know what I mean, like, they just make their faces more cartoonish in these funny moments where they're like telling jokes and just being cute and funny. And there was a lot of that in these episodes, and it was nice. It's like the calm before the storm.
It really is.
It's like you're having these moments with these characters that are just, trying to do their best to be prepared for the final boss battle. And I think several people are going to die. I'm really nervous.
I would be shook if nobody died. Like, come on.
Yeah. I hope it's, Well, I love all the characters. Well, I don't really care so much for like the Wind Hashira or the Serpent Hashira. Like if they died, I wouldn't care. But if it were like someone
You
like,
better tread carefully because some people are gonna come for you for that.
oh well, whatever. I mean, they're not
The serpent Hashira. He can't die because him and the love
Mitsuri,
Hashira are they're supposed to be an
item. That's probably one of my favorite moments from the show is when the Serpent Hashira was jealous of Tanjiro for having like this special moment with the love Hashira because the love Hashira like was having pancakes and they were like eating these desserts and treats, and it, you know, in his eyes it looks like they had like a date or something.
Well, my good sis wrote this long all letter to him like we had the best time ever.
Yeah.
Like frolicking hand in hand, having pancakes together, and he's like, I hate Tanjiro. I hate him, period. I liked how funny the beginning of the series was. I know Tanjiro is really goofy, but that scene where he was trying to recruit the Water Hashira to like stop being in his feelings and be a part of this training arc. And he's like, I'll challenge you to a soba eating noodle contest. Like just so random. Like, what?
He won.
He won because the Water Hashira let him win.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of the Water Hashira's little emo moment where he was like, I feel unworthy to like be part of this. Or I don't even remember what his excuse was, but I wasn't a big fan. Oh yeah, it was he didn't feel like he should have survived that little test at the beginning of everyone's career when they go through the mountain, and he was like saved by a friend. And I think he had like a lot of survivor's remorse for his friend who ended up dying and he ended up surviving. I think that's
that's why he felt like he just like didn't deserve it, and it wasn't just some guy. It was like the guy that helps train Tanjiro, like the ghost.
Yeah, he was
ghost demon slayer from like season 1.
I don't know. I just feel like if you just looked at it from the perspective of, you know, you need to live on in order to make his sacrifice and his life more worth it, or you know what I mean, like, you know, you're just throwing away this opportunity to destroy these demons. He needs to take advantage of the life he was given.
Also, bro, it's like game time. Like we're in some real shit.
Like
Kibutsuji is on his way.
Of all the
like, you're gonna need to get over that right now. Like you need to get on board.
Out of all the moments to really just crap out like that, like this was not it. But Tanjiro, you know, got him out of the funk. You know, Tanjiro does that. He gets people out of their head.
Dude, Tanjiro inspiring like the entire Demon Slayer Corps just by training.
Yeah.
Like when he trains with the Sound Hashira and the Sound Hashira like beats the crap out of him, and all the other like nobodies in the background, the like side characters are like, we're so inspired by you, Tanjiro. Like if you work hard, we're gonna work hard.
I love that that moment in one of those episodes during the Stone Hashira training where he thought he was about to die, and he thinks about Zenitsu and Inosuke, and then he randomly, like, the third person he thinks about is some random, well, he's not random, but it's not even Nezuko, but he thinks of like this random Demon Slayer guy.
Are you talking about when he's pushing the stone?
Yeah, when he's pushing the rock.
He thinks of like all of his loved ones, like the main characters from the show.
Of all the people you could have think of, he was the third person he thought of. Again, it just adds to the goofiness of the season. I would not survive their training. There's too much running.
There's too much pushing massive boulders. I
don't want to stand underneath.
Of course you're not going to survive. They're standing up under a waterfall.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I think people underestimate waterfalls. We like went to Hawaii and stood under a very small, very like little waterfall, and it was like knives.
Yeah, the pressure
falling down on you.
It's not safe.
And they're under a massive waterfall. Yeah. Like that's I don't think people understand that that's insane. And it's ice cold. Didn't they say it was like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very cold.
Very cold. And I like how when they all like jump out, they like cling to the boulders for warmth.
Yeah. That's smart. And I wouldn't want to be like having the crap beat out of me every day by one of the Hashira. I wouldn't survive. And you know what's funny? There were Demon Slayers who were like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm going to be part of the what kind of squad?
Reconnaissance squad or something
like
the
cleanup crew, essentially.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
And I love Tanjiro because he's like, we need that too. Like, you're still important too. Good luck.
They are, yeah, for sure. And they're like, yeah.
I like that we got the Stonehasher as background.
Yeah, I was really sad and dark.
That was
I should have known.
So sad. Yeah. He was like, all children lie. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, yeah, you do have PTSD. But then Tanjiro told the truth, and he's like, you're so special, Tanjiro.
Yeah, that poor orphan girl that he was trying to protect. I mean, she called him a monster, and that's pretty heartbreaking. I couldn't imagine, like, watching all those kids die and then trying your best to protect the ones that you can, and then they just kind of turn their backs on you.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was a little kid, you know, and he understood that she was just processing her trauma.
Yeah, his backstory is really sad.
Yeah. I didn't know he's blind.
I mean, like, you should, because he like kind of doesn't have eyes, but I was not confirmed that he was blind until that episode.
Which makes him even a lot cooler, that he can be the strongest Hashira and not see at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Let's talk about like the mysteries of this. So what do we think happens when you get a Demon Slayer mark?
Yeah.
Because they were so ominous about it. They're like, everyone with a Demon Slayer mark will inevitably, and then it cuts out. And I'm like, inevitably what? Die? Like what? Turn into a demon? I was convinced that it was turn into a demon.
That's a good one. My theory is that they die.
They probably just die. That makes more sense.
Like it pushes their body to the point where it's irreparable. Yeah. And so that's my theory. I mean, turning into a demon is a good one too, but
I don't know why. I was convinced. I'm like, you turn into a demon. You get the mark and then you turn into a demon. That doesn't make any sense. But I was on that train for a second. And let me tell you why. Because that like legendary demon slayer that like faced Kibutsuji and is like one of the training dummies at the swords village, whatever, who Tanjiro has his sword now. Well, this is what I think is happening. He looks like one of the upper ranked demons.
Oh, yeah.
The guy with like 6 eyes.
Yeah.
Like, who is that? Like, why do they look alike?
Yeah.
And he's also like in Tanjiro's dad's memories or whatever that was about.
Yeah. I think you're right. I definitely think that was foreshadowing that was definitely.
I mean, like, why do all these people look alike?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm obviously we don't read the manga, so I have no idea. Yeah. We'll find out. That's why I was convinced that they like turn into demons.
No spoilers in the comments. My brother has been too impatient, and he decided to just go ahead and read it. Which now that I've learned that the final parts of Demon Slayer are 3 movies, divided up in 3 movies, assuming that's probably going to be at 3 years, I'm kind of tempted to do the same. I've done it before. I have read the manga because I just could not wait for the anime. Attack on Titan went on that 4-year hiatus between season 1 or season 2 or season 1 to season 2. I read the manga. Naruto, I also read the manga. And what else? Oh, and Hunter x Hunter. I read the manga because I'm just too impatient for these animes to be animated and to come out.
No, I'm going to just watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, they're saying 3 movies. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 movies. And, I mean, I don't know what you would fill in for 3 movies.
Well, we haven't read the manga, so
I know.
So, of course, we don't know.
I mean, I just can't imagine having, like, let's say that the movies are, an hour and a half?
I think that it's going to be fight scenes.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be dope fight scenes.
I bet they're going to go crazy. Like, so hard. But, like, an hour and a half of just all fight scenes. I guess it can be done.
It's the entire Demon Slayer core versus like all demons. Yeah, I bet they could fit that in 3 movies. Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited. I don't know if it's gonna be mostly action or if we're actually gonna learn more.
Yeah, of course we're gonna learn more things. What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, is there gonna be like another Nezuko moment where there's like another truth that's revealed to us?
Yeah, of course. Zenitsu is hiding secrets.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Zenitsu is like Mr. Cool Guy falling into like that other dimension. Like he knows something we don't know.
Yeah, so if you guys don't remember that part in the show where Zenitsu gets a message from his bird, and he goes all serious mode after he reads the letter, and we have no idea. Do you have any guesses?
I don't have any guesses. I don't know. No, I really don't have any guesses. He's about to face some demon that means something.
Yeah, I have no idea. Because really, Zenitsu's hardly ever serious. And so I don't know what in his backstory would prompt him to be like this for this given moment. But I don't know. We'll see. And I bet he goes crazy. I bet Zenitsu, I'm going to call it, I think he's probably going to have one of the best fights. He's going to go crazy.
I think he is going to go crazy. It'll be out there. I mean, all the Hashira, I think, are also going to go crazy.
Yeah.
I think Tanjiro is going to go
well, I think
bonkers.
I think Tanjiro is going to have the coolest fight, probably. Yeah, I mean...
And they're also like... The original plan was to fight until the sun comes up to defeat Kibutsuji. But now there is no sun in this other dimension. Yeah. So I don't know what the plan is there.
Infinity Castle, I think.
Oh, yeah, the Infinity Castle. Yeah. So you're going to have to like get that Biwa playing girl. Is that what they're called? Biwas?
Biwa? I think you're right.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to get her because y'all need to get up out of there.
Yeah, the advantage is definitely towards the demons. I mean, they've got home court advantage plus more,
I did not, that was also a big twist for me, is when all of the Demon Slayer core fell in. Yeah. I thought it was just going to be like our main crew with the Hashira and stuff, and then like all of them started falling in. I'm like, oh, okay, this is big time. This is showtime. This is end game level fight.
I didn't expect that either, and I initially thought, why have all those Demon Slayers there? Because then that's just more Demon Slayers to fight against. But it makes sense because it's like, if you can get rid of all the Demon Slayers all at once, then that's it.
Yeah, I think that was the plan all along. That's why they were spying on everybody with those little eyeballs. Yeah. Well, I think we should just like jump into like the main fight.
Yeah.
Now.
So the beginning of the last episode, I mean, you have Muzan walking in with the biggest swag ever.
The coolest entrance anybody has made literally ever in all of anime.
It's up there. But I don't, but
Anthony, he's dressed head to toe like Michael Jackson. He has literal fog.
They have the fog machines.
Fog machine. Muzan was like, hey guys, make sure you set up the fog machine before I enter in.
And then the slow dramatic
also do slow-mo while I enter.
And cue the music, the dramatic music.
Like, I need to look so cool entering.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, tell me, what entrance is better than that? That was, I mean, goosebumps.
Yeah, when Naruto was summoned after Sakura like yells his name, I mean, that goes harder.
No, it doesn't. I respectfully disagree. I acknowledge that is a cool entrance, but you really just don't beat MJ coming in with a fog machine.
Or when Saitama comes at the end of season 2.
Oh, that's really cool.
King screams for Saitama, and Saitama comes out of nowhere and punches.
Yikes! That is really cool. Yeah, I do like that one. Those are toe for me. Here's Saitama right here. We have a little figurine right next to us.
We are very, very excited for season 3. I think it's gonna go crazy. But anyway, the entrance that he makes is really good. It's definitely up there. It should be in the Hall of Fame of entrances.
It's very long too. They really build it. I mean,
dragged it out.
It starts at the end of the second to last episode, and then they just replay a really long entrance at the beginning of the next episode.
And he's like taking one step every 10 seconds.
And I'm
like
literally thinking, I'm like,
slow.
Are they gonna replay this entire entrance? Yes, they are.
They pretty much did. I really like that we got to see how this war has been going on for multiple generations, because it sounds like his family's cursed.
Yeah, well, so that was like the big reveal is that he's a descendant of Muzan. Mm-hmm. And I knew it. I knew there was some shit that was up because, like, why is he have this disease? And then he kept saying, like, Muzan is the stain on my family. And it was giving relative to me.
Yeah.
And so, he's like, we're cursed because of you. And Muzan's like, so not my problem, dude.
He's selfish. He doesn't care.
Also, he's having this very cordial and polite conversation with Muzan. And then we find out he has very sinister ideas. Mm-hmm. Also, when Muzan was like talking and they were having this conversation, and then all of a sudden his kids are like playing ball
Yeah.
in the in the
Yard.
courtyard. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what? It's random.
Like, what are you doing? First of all, it's late. Second of all, your mom and dad are having this important conversation with this other person. Like, why are you just like
Also,
dicking around?
the most powerful evil demon is like coming to your house to kill your family, and you're like, yo, play some volleyball.
Yeah,
Let's
play
get it
some ball.
rolling. And then when Muzan is literally about to kill him, and we're like, here it is. Here's the moment. He's about to kill the whole family. And then the entire estate blows up.
Yeah,
My jaw is like literally on the ground. And we didn't even understand. We're like, Muzan can blow shit up. When can Muzan do that?
I thought it was Muzan blowing the place up, but then... And then he looked like he was like surprised.
Well, like, he's blown to bits.
And he's blown to bits, yeah.
And his like mangled body is like, what the hell? So if he's shook and I'm shook, I'm like, what's happening?
And then
here?
you realize, okay, Kaguya is just kind of insane and unhinged. Because he blew his own family up.
He blew him and his entire family up.
Yeah. Just for not because and he knew it wasn't going to kill Muzan. He just did it because it was the best opportunity to weaken Muzan, which is crazy to think that like you're willing to kill yourself just to make the odds a little bit better for you to kill him.
He's diabolical.
That's diabolical.
And it was so crazy because he was just having this super polite conversation. Yeah. He's like, excuse me, I just have one more thing I want to say. And then he's like, fuck you, I'm going to blow up my whole house and my whole family in it.
Yeah. I really don't think that he needed to kill his kids. I mean, wife maybe, whatever. But like, I mean, I know he was on his way out because he had that disease. But you definitely didn't have to kill your own kids. Like, that's insanity to me.
I'm not sure, what role that really had to play. Yeah. But it played a role.
Yeah.
So after he gets blown up, then you see a blood demon art just like pierce his body. And you're like, who is that? What even is that? And then you see Lady Tamayo hop out, and my jaw's on the floor because I'm like, that is my girl. Yes, like, let's get her in here.
She's making a move.
And she's like, yeah, you remember that guy that you turned into a demon in the square? This is his blood demon art. And by the way, I made a cure for being a demon, and here it is.
That was crazy. I was
She's a boss.
Wow. I actually thought that Muzan was going to die right then and there. I was like, okay, like this is a well-executed plan. You've injected or you've given him that remedy.
But yeah, also, what's that about? She like gave him that thing and like, is he going to turn into, what happens with that? Like, yeah, because he was like still a demon.
Yeah, after. It's clearly obvious that he was able to regenerate and stay a demon. So I don't know if it's one of those things where you have to wait.
Delayed onset,
yeah. But yeah, that was really cool. And then, oh my God, then the Stone Hashira comes in hot. And he's like, I've waited so long to see what this Stone Hashira is all about because they talk about him as being the strongest of all the Hashira. I'm like, okay, this is the moment that I've been waiting for. And he comes in swinging the little mace and axe, and he doesn't just chop Muzan's head off. His head just like explodes. Mm-hmm. Muzan's head explodes, and then of course, that's not enough.
Well, yeah, I know. So they're like, the plan is fight him until the sun comes up because you can't defeat him.
Yeah,
like that goes hard. He's like, I actually am immortal, and you're gonna have to beat me with the sun. That's so hard. And when they all show up, and they're all like, "Is that him? Is that Kibutsuji?" And then you see Tanjiro show up, and he's like, Muzan Kibutsuji, facing him again for the second time, and I literally had goosebumps. I'm like, that hits so hard.
I had goosebumps when everyone started running at Muzan for another killing blow. Mm-hmm. They were all rushing in at the same time. They were all calling out their sword technique, and then all of a sudden
they drop. It into the Infinity Castle, and I am once again shooketh. There was just so many back-to-back shooketh moments. Yeah, my jaw was just literally perpetually open. Yeah, the whole time.
Gosh, I did not expect that to happen. And so I really did think it was just going to be like, oh, okay, fight to the morning. There is no morning now. And I have no idea how they're gonna get out of it.
I just love Tundra as he's like falling into the Infinity Castle. He's like, he's like, I'll get you, Muzan. Yeah. Kibutsuji's like, yo, dude, like this, you're in my stomping grounds now. Also, you're still falling, so good luck with that.
Yeah, the episode ends with him still falling. Does he even land? Oh man. And then Zenitsu's also falling, but Zenitsu's still in like serious mode.
Zenitsu's Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collect. It's like he was ready for it. Like it's literally like he knew.
Yeah, and Inosuke was about to eat some fish or something.
Yeah, Inosuke wasn't ready. And at least that one guy has his Glock. He was like cleaning his Glock when he fell shotgun. In. Yeah, so he's ready. Good thing he had that on him. Yeah, it went from 0 to 100. Yeah, back to back twists for me. It's gonna go hard. I don't even. Crazy. I'm so excited. They're so milking this out with 3 movies. And I'm going to show up to the movie theater for every single one and buy all the merch. So good for them.
I'm really hoping they don't do that thing that they do all the time with these movies. The first 30 minutes or 45 minutes of the movie is like episodes and scenes we've already seen before. Yeah. Like, can we not do that? Can we just like utilize our time and just start from the gun, just like all new stuff from the rip? I don't want to see 30 minutes of the last episode of season 4. I hate that. And I think that's what we're going to get over and over again.
I don't think so. I'm confident that it's going to.
We'll see. The second movie comes along and it's the first 30 minutes of the last 30 minutes of the first movie. Oh my gosh, you're just wasting my time. Like
movie inception.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's going to be like that.
I hope not.
No, I don't think so.
If that's the case, I might read the manga. I don't know. This is getting ridiculous.
It didn't even happen.
It might happen.
This is getting ridiculous.
Well, this
is my prediction, and it's already ridiculous.
Well, 3 movies is ridiculous, in my opinion. But
I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of content left. I have no idea. Yeah. I'm confident it's gonna be.
I think it'll be good though. I think it'll be a very satisfying ending.
I think I'm gonna get my feelings hurt.
It'll be worth it though.
I don't know. I hope. I'm like, where's Nezuko? We need to get Nezuko in here.
No, Nezuko needs to be hidden away.
No, Nezuko and Tanjiro need to like get together and fight together and destroy Muzan. Well, my thoughts were it was really good. Really good season. Yeah. Ended 10 out of 10. Crazy cliffhanger. Like, let's go. I'm ready for the Infinity Castle.
Yeah. Overall, though?
Overall, what?
What would you rate it?
Like a 10 out of 10.
Oh, wow. I think I would probably give it like 6.5.
What are you on? What are you talking about?
The whole season, I like the lightheartedness.
It wasn't just lighthearted. We got serious backstory.
Yeah, serious backstory.
On a lot of people.
Like, a lot of the Hashira training
There was
stuff.
some very important character growth. You love character growth.
Yeah. I really didn't like the water Hashira thing. I like the stone Hashira's backstory.
Boo. L-take, babe. L-take. What are you talking about?
Well,
it was the perfect. I liked the contrasting episodes. Yeah. I like how it started off really calm, the calm before the storm, and then boom, bam, crazy, insane.
Yeah. The ending was top notch.
Dude, the entire budget went to like the last episode.
That's true. The animation was great in that last episode.
That was crazy.
The explosion, the slow-mo explosion. It's awesome.
I read the budget is like crazy.
Is it? Yeah.
What's like the odds that they come out with like a special popcorn bucket for Demon Slayer? You know how they do for Dune and Star Wars?
I mean,
I feel like the odds are zero, but
probably, well, not zero,
but your girl will be first in line. if they were serving popcorn out of like some Demon Slayer sword, I would be there.
That's it, everyone. Let us know what you thought of the most recent Demon Slayer season, and we will see you at the next episode. Feel free to rate us, comment, subscribe to all of our social medias, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening.